What's up, guys? Josh here. Today I want to talk about a topic that has really, gained my attention and probably yours too. If you just heard about it or if you're watching this video and you just, you heard about it from that. And so Ford, surprisingly or not, is planning to make a twin-turbo version of the Godzilla V8. Now, the Godzilla V8 is a V8 that's mainly found in the Ford Super Duty trucks, meaning I'd probably say like the more so like the 3 and the 450s. I think the 250s too, but I know they're found in the Super Duty trucks. Because Super Duties are heavier and they need more power to get around, at a good rate and things like that. So the Blue Oval, which is like the, the reporting and speculation network of Ford, they've gone the extra mile to create the twin turbo version of the V8. So it looks like they want to, have something, as nearly as powerful as the Hellcat for probably a pretty good price. What's quite something interesting on Blue Oval's part. So the normal Godzilla V8 is already a hit among Super Duty buyers, and it's probably going to be way more of a hit, if this twin turbo V8 comes out. Now the new twin turbo V8 is right now being tested in 2 of the Super Duty trucks. That means there are 2 Super Duty trucks going around the US, wherever they are, and they're testing out that bad V8. Seeing, how it handles on the road with everyday use and what kind of use we could be getting out of it. So, hopefully we'll be seeing these things hit the dealerships very soon with that type of V8. Which this thing is like stated to be a monster, which quite, fits the description easily. I mean, if you were like to go wide open throttle on this thing, you could probably easily, and I'm just kind of speculating, you could probably do 0 to 60 between 3.5 to 5 seconds, if that. I mean, eventually, 0 to 60 in 5 seconds is going to be, slow as molasses. I would pretty much hope, anyway, with electric cars coming out and things like that. Right now, so this particular V8, I was going to say, the regular V8 that's in the Ford Super Duties makes 430 horsepower at 5,550 RPM. So, it's pretty good. Pretty good, I would say. And 475 pound-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. So, I'd speculate that's, not too bad. Pretty good numbers, if the truck's being made a little lighter for, efficiency. And even though efficiency is really not the case in this case, this is so it's quite interesting to see what kind of a gas guzzler this thing might be. So overall, you could be going to the gas station and this thing could easily cost $100 to fill up the tank. I can imagine this thing is the big FU to the fuel economy. Anything of that sort. This is to say, that we're not really going too much for gas mileage. We're going for pretty much all-out power. I mean, I can only imagine, this is probably going to have some decent gas mileage for what it is, but still, I feel like it's just a slap in the face to trying to be as efficient as you can be, trying to enjoy all the power you can get. Basically, if you were to drive a Hellcat around, you're definitely not going to get the best gas mileage. Along with this, many preferred the idea of an old-fashioned pull rod overhead valve engine versus the dual overhead cam. So it would be something kind of like Ford Coyote V8 had, due to the simplicity and copious low end of torque. So those cars were a lot easier to work on because it didn't have all the computers, and probably for other reasons too. It was probably really easy to work on. Like I said, probably really easy to figure out the whole engine on the inside of the hood, and parts were probably easy to get. Who knows? But it was made in a much simpler time when cars didn't have a bunch of computers and a bunch of stuff that they do now. And despite this engine being as large as it is, it has compact dimensions and make it easier to swap between vehicles. So, you could put this thing in a Mustang or an F-150 and, it should give you all the power you can imagine for the price it's going to be without getting a supercharger or a Shelby. You could probably put that thing in they don't even make Tauruses anymore. I don't know, Fusion might be way too small for that engine. Can you imagine trying to a huge V8 inside a very small car? I mean, the engine would probably be as the size of the whole engine bay area. I mean, this thing is probably something rated like a Scat Pack, because it's not like over 700 horsepower, and it's not really like labeled as that. It's interesting how they like have the twin turbo V6. Now they're coming out with potentially a twin turbo V8. Probably what a lot of people would have rather have saw in the Raptor, but they ended up getting the twin turbo V6, which a lot of people in the beginning were very upset about it. And when I made the video of the Raptor getting the V8, a lot of people have seemed to be really happy about that. I mean, who wouldn't be? When that truck was going around, it sounded like a V8. That was only for the 2021 year. The Ford Authority says that the Super Duty models fitted with the twin-turbo Godzilla V8 feature heat shields on each corner, so I don't really know like which corner. It's probably more so toward like the headlights and stuff. I guess what it does is it keeps like the intense heat from, I'm really not too sure, to be honest. Let me know in the comments section if you do know. Anyway, I guess it either, condenses it, or it keeps it in somehow, or it, it lets it out. I don't know. Prevents it from overheating, but do a little more research on that. And with that, it comes with a modified hood treatment. I guess, there's some type of, little thing you could do, in the hood, and, so I don't really know too much about that either, so, let me know if you do know what that is. So overall, this thing comes out further than the production line once it makes it to production, I could see this as becoming a success because, you never really see V8s in trucks anymore, and to my knowledge, there's really not many, if all, any twin turbo V8s out there that are in existence, as far as I know anyway. I probably should know, but I never heard of it. Maybe in like foreign cars or anything like that, if that. But I think people are going to be very excited, very happy to, see a twin turbo V8 come out. People that like combustion, people that like to roll coal and stuff, people like that have really something to look forward to. Which, like I was saying earlier, how companies are slowly, starting to switch to electric from gas. We still have something to look forward to that is a gas engine on V8, so you can't go wrong with that. And twin turbo, so, you really get on that thing, it's probably going to hold you in the back of the seat as if like you're taking off on an airplane and go up in the air. So, I really hope this makes it to the production line so we can start seeing it at dealerships very soon. Could they make a version of this out of the F-50 or Mustang? Who knows? Maybe we could be seeing something like that in the not too distant future if Ford feels inspired enough to make something like that for those vehicles. Cool seeing, Mustang V8 that's a twin turbo. It may not be supercharged, but still pretty good thing. Like an F-150 with something. It's like an F-150 and a Mustang are kind of like joined together in performance. Well, one's a truck that can do more, and one's just an outright performance vehicle. So yeah, there you have it. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more, and turn on post notifications as well so you do not miss out on one of my videos, because you never know, or I don't even know either, when I find a cool topic and talk about it with you guys, or any other type of stuff I'm doing. I pretty soon plan to get back into car reviews. I'll be excited to do that because it's been a very, very long time since I've done car reviews, and yeah, so, and see you next time in the next video.